Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning, November 21st. We had a great gig last night here in New York City with the band. And I think one of the nicest parts was just how many friends in the city showed up and hung out. And we had Willie Nile opening for us, and it was so much fun. We're really thinking seriously about seeing about putting a package together at some point and going out on the road with Willie and his band, because it made for quite an evening. I'm sounding tired now. It's really early. And we're heading off to Philadelphia in a little while for our last show of this run, and then home tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. But it's been really kind of nice. I wish we had a little more time in the city, because we really just plowed through this time, and between interviews and all that stuff and set up, and there was, like, right next to the venue last night, there was a huge, not huge because there were not many people, but it was loud, an anti-vax, anti-mask rally going on right outside the building as we were doing sound check and setting up. These people out there on their bullhorns screaming about their rights and how this is all fake and everything. And you just kind of sit and go, Jesus, these people are just kind of out of their minds. You know, they're entitled to their opinion, but they're out of their minds. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the reality of what we are living in right now. But it's Sunday, so I was thinking about, I got to get some music out. I got to do some little bit of stuff here. And I came back and found an artist that I had worked with. This was back in 1975, and she was a renowned gospel singer named Danibelle Hall. And I've got a little bit of a thing here about her, and then I'm going to play a few of the songs, and that'll be our Sunday service. But Danibelle Hall was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the fourth of 8 children. She was born to William Butler Jones and Danibelle Jones. Danibelle learned to play piano at age 3. She played piano in her hometown church. To advance her passions for spreading the gospel through song, she enlisted the talents of her 2 younger sisters and formed the trio, the Jones Sisters. Then it says she moved to San Francisco when she was 17, where she met Mary Charles E. Hall, and they had 3 children, Charlotte, Charles, and Cynthia. But her musical career was in '69. She formed a group called the Danibelles, and the group went on to tour overseas. They promoted the growth and popularity of the Danibelles beyond expectations. They were able to record in an album and minister to thousands while touring with World Vision International. And they traveled all over Cambodia, the Philippines, Mindanao, all over. And a few years later, Danibelle joined a group, the gospel group with Andre Crouch and the Disciples. I remember, I've got an earlier video about work I did with Andre Crouch, who's just a giant in this industry. She was featured in such classical gospel recordings as Take Me Back and Soon and Very Soon. Danibelle sang and recorded several solo albums that spanned the next 2.5 decades, and she traveled worldwide. Using her own personal trials as examples, she spread the love of Jesus Christ. Although she composed and arranged music, she found great fulfillment in being a lyricist. She admitted to having a biblical passage. She's admired for having set biblical passages to music. She also penned the popular gospel song Ordinary People, which included her 1977 recording Let Me Have a Dream, which was also recorded by James Cleveland and the Salem Inspirational Choir in '78. She was an insulin-dependent diabetic for a number of years, and she also went treatment for hypertension. She survived a mastectomy due to breast cancer, a left leg amputation below the knee, and a host of other health issues. She died on December 28th, 2000. So this is a project that we did. It was produced by Bill Maxwell and Andre Crouch, and it's an album called The Moment from 1975. Let me just play a couple of tracks here, just because I had a lot to do, so I think it was just nice to visit. This song is Create in Me, and it's myself and Bill Maxwell on drums, Michael Omardian on keyboards, Harlan Rhodes on electric piano and synth, Dean Parks and Fred Tackett from Little Feat, and Paul Jones and Danibelle on background vocals. So here we go. Just plays a little music here and then off on another adventure. Here, Perfect Submission is the next song here. And again, it's myself and Bill Maxwell on drums, Harlan Rogers on keyboards, Dean Parks and Fred Tackett, Ernie Watts, the great Ernie Watts on saxophone, George Bohannon on trombone, Bill Green on sax, Gary Grant on trumpet, Burley Drummond and Bill Maxwell on percussion, and the background singers are Edwin Termine and Walter Hawkins, the Hawkins singers, and Shirley Miller and Danibelle Hall. So here we go, perfect submission. Hold on.
Dudes would like it simple or better.
Hold on a second. A commercial. Here we go. Tight and concise. I'll do one more here. This is called Like a Child, and this is myself and Bill Maxwell on drums, Michael Omardian. And Michael, I did tons and tons of records with. He produced and played on She Works Hard for the Money with Donna Summers, and a lot of things. But he really focused over as years went on contemporary Christian gospel music, and moved to Nashville with his wife Stormy, and they have a real well-known songwriting team in that field. Harlan Rogers on electric piano, Dean Parks and Fred Tackett again on guitar, and Burley Drummond on percussion, and Perry Morgan, Paula Jones, and Danibelle on background vocals. So this is called Like a Child, and again, this is from an album called This Moment from 1975, Danibelle Hall. So here we are, Like a Child.
A little child will trust you. giving, here is the key. To enter in God's kingdom, like a child, you've got to be. And when they ask him, who's gonna be the greatest in the kingdom? Jesus called a little child for them to see. And if you really want to be the greatest kingdom, just like this little child, you've got to be. And when they ask him, who's gonna be the greatest in the kingdom? Jesus called a little child.
That's our Gospel Sunday. Excuse me. I'm gonna go soak hot washcloth on my face now and try to get moving here. I just wanted to get this done before we hit the road. I don't know what kind of time I'm gonna have for the rest of the day. We're definitely gonna try to get ourselves ordered. Waddy found a great pizza joint. He said really surprised him, not too far from here. So we're gonna try to get ourselves a pie and throw it on the truck, on our bus. So that'll be our breakfast today. And my dear friend Kevin Albinder, who runs Katz's Deli, brought us a cheesecake last night to the gig. He always comes and takes pictures, and he's a fabulous photographer. He's just an incredible photographer, and also a great singer and musician. And he's one of the best parts of coming to New York now for me is hanging with Kevin. But it was fun last night. All kinds of people. Will Lee came to the show last night, and Russ Titleman, our old Jock McLean, our old tour manager from the very beginnings with James Taylor, and just so many people there. That people from the clubhouse. And it was fun. It was really fun, and I'm glad we had a good moment in the city, and can't wait to get back next year. There's some talk about other things going on here, and we will be all over it. So I'm going to wish everybody just a really lovely rest of your Sunday here. Just take good care. Take care of friends and community and family, and be smart about this. I mean, seeing all these people out there just foaming at the mouth, screaming about their rights and how terribly and unfair everything is now, because they're being told to get a mask, wear a mask, and put on and get a vaccination. We just sat there just kind of going, wow, this is nuts. And my heart really is again with all those people that didn't get a weekend. They don't get a weekend. They're working their butts off and especially in the medical field, but there's so many things that are going on in this world where people are being put in harm's way because of other people's irresponsibility. And my heart really goes out to them and their families, because their lives have been profoundly changed. And I don't know when it's ever going to get back to them having, the life that they long for. They didn't sign up for this, but they're dedicated. So thank you all for that. And I'm going to get running now, pack, get everything in order here, and head downstairs and be off on another adventure. So happy Sunday, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.